Don't touch my mom.
Media malfeasance is running rampant through our headlines.
They're taking my dad.
From missing facts
ICE did not respond to NBC Bay Area's request for comment.
to selective outrage
Officers say Nichols tried to run away.
to lies by omission.
You're gonna shoot a pregnant woman?
Oh, I wasn't doing anything wrong.
We know all the tricks in the book, and we're here to point it all out on this 10 Minutes of Truth. Bob, we're going to start it all out with the story of a poor undocumented father who was pulled from his pickup truck and arrested as he tried to go to work. He was just trying to feed his family, Bob. I can't
He's
believe
a father.
this happened.
That's really the thing about him is he's a father. Picture an innocent father just driving along and evil ICE just rips him out of the truck. Hey, we don't care that you're a father. We're arresting you, you innocent father. That's what the media would have you believe happened.
So we call this a want sometimes because that means we only need the headline. But in this case, the truth is not even in the headline in any real way.
We need a new acronym. The headline tells us nothing or something.
Let me read you the headline of the web story from NBC Bay Area. It's called, this is in San Francisco. Federal agents arrest undocumented father at home in San Jose, family says. So what are we to make of it?
He was just hanging out at home. He's a father hanging out at home. All of a sudden, agents just burst in and arrested him for no reason.
Let's listen to the story. Let's listen to how they tell this story.
We heard from a family today who say federal agents with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement arrested an undocumented father outside his home.
Get back. Get back. Don't touch my mom. Don't touch my mom.
This frantic cell phone video was taken by a San Jose teenager Saturday morning. His family says ICE agents took his father into custody.
They're taking my dad.
One officer is seen in the video wearing an official ICE badge. ICE did not respond to NBC Bay Area's request for comment or confirmation that they detained 42-year-old Gerardo. The family's Ring video shows Gerardo in his black truck at 7:54 a.m. about to head to his construction job when multiple people who appear to be federal officers approach his truck and yell for him to get out. Gerardo is undocumented. His wife, Idalia, says she's a U.S. citizen. She ran to the truck to try to stop the arrest. She requested we not show her face.
It's about 7 or 8 people, at least 3 with no uniform at all. They didn't identify themselves or anything.
Idalia says the scene quickly turned ugly, with one agent using a taser on her husband and a woman not in uniform hitting her 22-year-old daughter with a baton, though that's not shown on camera.
They keep pushing and pulling, and I was like, well, I'm not going to let you take him if you don't show me any paper.
On video, Idalia is shown being pushed away by an officer. Neighbors also witnessed the arrest and posted videos on social media.
At this point, we don't know where he's at.
They're living in our country illegally. That's it. He's an illegal. It's not called undocumented. It's called illegal. Sorry. You know, you want to feel bad about it, great. Change the law. The law is you must enter our country a certain way. This guy entered wrong. He broke the law. He's illegal. He's got to go. That's it. End of story. It's not that complicated.
Well, but here's the other thing. It's not the end of the story, because if you read
in this case,
if they would have waited just for a few minutes to get reaction from DHS, they would have gotten this reaction. This is the reaction that the Daily Mail got. They said, Daily Mail reported DHS confirmed the arrest, identifying the migrant as Geraldo Rojas Leyva. Gerardo, if I'm being good. They ripped the NBC report for failing to include his violent criminal history. Okay, this is what they put on social media. Why is NBC Bay Area peddling a hoax for a pedophile? The department said on social media, here are the facts of the case. ICE says that he is a criminal, illegal alien from Mexico with a rap sheet including lewd and lascivious acts with a child, battery of a spouse, domestic battery, and providing compensation for prostitution. So oddly enough,
what do you know?
Yeah, that
They
television
forgot to include
station.
that.
Yeah, that NBC station left that part out.
So weird. Now, I would be fine with getting this guy out if he was completely law-abiding since he got here. He broke the law. We've gone through this a million times. and we're getting rid of everyone, and then you can get back in line to come in legally if you want. But this guy is a not once but twice convicted pedophile. He's been convicted twice of lewd acts with a 14-year-old girl. He's also guilty of drunk driving and domestic violence. So, let me ask you, Left, is it okay to deport pedophiles? Or do you want pedophiles left in our country?
All right, media malfeasance example number 2, okay? This is the story of a black man who was beaten to death by 3 officers in Memphis last year.
This was big story. Big story.
These 3 officers were acquitted of the most serious charges just recently. But I want you to listen to how NBC tells the story and then ask yourself, why aren't there riots in the street right now?
All right.
And just in tonight, the split verdict in the federal trial on the police beating death of Tyree Nichols during a traffic stop in 2023. Rahema Ellis is with us. Rahema, tell us what happened in court.
For sure. Lester, late this afternoon, verdicts came down for 3 former Memphis police officers accused of federal civil rights violations in the case of Tyree Nichols. The case stems from a traffic stop last year. Police approached Nichols for reckless driving, according to a statement from Memphis Police Department. Officers say Nichols tried to run away, and then a, quote, confrontation occurred. The 29-year-old died a few days later.
Okay, Bob,
Right.
I'm shocked that we are not seeing violence in the streets right now.
It seems like every
all the elements are
ingredient, all the elements of rioting, of BLM rioting. You have a black man that was beaten to death by police, and then the police are acquitted of all of the most serious charges. I think they were convicted of a couple of fairly minor things, but the serious charges they got off. Now, I mean, the LA riots of 92, I mean, holy crap, everybody remembers Rodney King. So why are we not seeing massive rioting over this?
Maybe if we play the story a little bit further, we can find out more
and
find out why. Let's see if we can't find the answer to that.
All right.
The 3 former officers were among the 5 fired after last year's beating, which sparked a national outcry.
Now I see.
In today's verdict, all 3 were convicted of charges of witness tampering. Demetrius Haley was found.
There you have it. I think that explains it. They are not white officers. They are black officers.
So
in this case, black lives don't matter that much, apparently.
Correct. Right. Black lives only matter a very small percentage of the time. Black lives, if a black dude kills a black dude, like in a drug deal gone bad, that life does not matter at all. None of the black deaths that happen every single day in the black community, though, none of those matter. And then also, black lives of black men killed by cops also don't matter. Unless the cops are white. Only when white cops kill a black guy, then you have to burn down your city.
And it is interesting to me because you listen to the NBC report and you didn't hear race at all. They didn't mention on either side that it was a black man or that it was black police. No mention of race at all. That's
so weird.
Seems ridiculous. All right. Example number 3. A woman tries to run over ICE agents. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to play a little clip that ended up online where everyone was like feeling sorry for this woman because she had a gun pointed at her.
I was driving down the street. I'm beeping because there's a bunch of ICE agents running after someone. Sorry, I'm really shaking. And some ICE agent came up to my driver's side and he ended up pointing a gun at me. I am pregnant and my son's in the car. I wasn't doing anything wrong.
I call bullshit.
I'm calling BS. First of all, why are you even doing anything? We are going to find out that this chick is completely full of shit, but why would you do anything at all if you're pregnant and you have a small child in the car? If you see some sort of police activity, I think normal women would bang a Yui and go the other direction. I mean, why are you even
Why are you involving your little
Why
kids
are you
in
beeping?
Yeah, she's dumb enough that somebody else in the car with her is actually recording what's happening at the time. And in fact, this person questions her immediately about her driving.
I don't give a fuck. You're gonna shoot a pregnant woman? Yeah, you're gonna shoot a pregnant woman? Yeah? Stop. No, please. He just fucking put a gun on me.
So, Bob,
Wow.
wait a second. What happened to the mousy woman? What happened to that mousy woman who was so afraid and she was just
shaking.
beeping? I was just beeping. No, she was coming in full bore, driving towards these officers, and they pulled a gun. That's what they do when you're pulling a vehicle toward them. You're driving a vehicle toward them. They pull their guns.
Armed assault. Your vehicle is your weapon. That's armed assault. And if that woman, I really love the change in demeanor. Did you hear the person who was filming said stop? And she's like, I don't give an F. And she's laying on the horn and she is aggressively going at the cops. And then she's
not scared at all.
Not at all.
It looks as if she stops, and I was wrong. I thought that it was the other person in the car with her that was videotaping. So she's hauling ass in, laying on her horn, and rolling her phone at the same time with her kid in the car and another one in her belly and another human being in the car with her, and she's trying to do that. She's lucky that they didn't open fire on her. If she would have struck one of those officers, they would have done that.
She was aggressively going after them, and they were defending themselves.
So now you know. When you read the headline, don't just believe what you read. Find a story and ask a question, and find at least a second source. I found all the omitted details in all three of these stories simply by doing an internet search of each of the names involved in the stories, and it is actually easy to do a little backup research, so we recommend it highly.
Well, that's it for this episode of Barrett and Baxa. Like, subscribe, and do all that other stuff podcasts want you to do.